chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back to your in a two-seat. Swagged out. Familiar, we bringing them. I still got stuffed in the. Swim back with a. They say I'm moving road class.
This is Kevin Harlan. With Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
On defense, the Rockets. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Embiid showing you a little force, wanting to dunk it down whenever he can.
But let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
Assist goes to.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Good. Porter's got his second basket.
For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
A three. That one doesn't go. And Philadelphia the other way now.
They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
And it's Thibault in the corner. And Harden with the stuff.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
It's to Fernando. Smith right side. Now here's Anthony. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Embiid right there to get the rebound and put it right back up. Excellent anticipation.
Here's Fernando. A beautiful reverse layup. Fernando's got his second basket of the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
The 76ers trailed by 4. And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range. So great bloodline.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Thank you, David. Embiid's shot is good.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Houston making some changes. Here's Washington. Down low. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long. It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Here's Christopher. And the layup's good off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Reed. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here's Washington outside. That shot, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Here's Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Inside, Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down. When Joel Embiid entered the NBA, many questioned if he would be able to overcome the devastating injury.
Well, you know, he didn't play his first 2 years in the league. Those questions were fair to ask. I mean, is this guy ever going to get on the court? But once he did, oh my, a monster. I've not seen a big guy do the stuff Joel Embiid can do. It's actually insane.
Here's Washington. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Houston shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Houston in the lead. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. Average number in that regard.
Hey, there's no denying the direction of Philly. They want to win now. The Sixers have an attitude coming from their front office that they want to get it done now, and I like seeing that.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Nobody near Milton. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Tate throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
22.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also, give them a lot of credit for that attack mode mentality off the dribble. Getting a lot of points off the penetration.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. The shot's good from Milton. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
With the crossover, Milton no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
That's tipped. Porter with the steal. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Green up on top. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
To the paint. With the shot. Here's Fernando. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fernando's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Harris drives in. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Houston making a switch here. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Here's Niang from outside the arc. Now here's Harrell. Harris outside. 3-pointer. Shot clock at 5. And it's Porter with the ball for the Houston Rockets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Marjanovic. Another shot. Full layup good by Porter. Porter's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Over to the left wing. Here's Niang. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Porter in the corner. A miss that time. Would have put him up. It's a close game here in Houston. Harris, no good. Left side, Porter. Fernando can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Takes it inside. They get it back. On the wing, Melton. Buries it from three-point range. Melton's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. Now a timeout called by Houston. 1:56 left in the first half. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
Pass to Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Tell you what, I don't know if any center in the league can score in as many ways as Embiid. Maybe Jokic, but those two are pretty much in a class by themselves. Embiid showing us everything tonight.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Feibel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the dunk by Embiid.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
To the middle. Shot to stop the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you've heard me say it before. You cannot run away from the DNA. His father was a first overall draft pick and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who is very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
In the corner, it's Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Maxey. 3 seconds left. It could go. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. 76ers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
During the last decade, in 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The 4th most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the finals.
And it's Reed pulling it down. And so Harden will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals in my mind was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
It's deflected. And they get it back. The 76ers leading by 5. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Out to Smith. The train. No good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Thibault with the ball. And that one's good. Maxey. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Porter. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And both free throws good for Reed. GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. Many years going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Rockets trailed by 14. Porter looking it over. To end the run. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got 9 points.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
The three from Harden. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 14.
You know, very few players have the license from three-point range that Harden has, and his license has no expiration date on it.
Here's Green. Banked in off the glass.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Back to Harden. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Harden with the stuff.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
From deep. Matthews into the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
And then Smith with the dunk.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
To the inside. Şengün. And he goes in for the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And Greg, one thing about that winding speed of Green, He's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Nailed from three-point land.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball. In for your Rockets.
1:21 left in the third quarter. The 76ers leading by 9. Pass to Melton. Out to Harris. Fires the three. Tate with the rebound. And he drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Christopher's got his second basket of the night.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Melton. And here's Milton. Now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Inside. Melton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Melton's got 7.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Now Milton. And the rebound goes to Martin. Here's Christopher. In the corner, Tate with it. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench.
67.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Philadelphia leading by 7. Down low. Melton's shot is good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Back to Melton. Wide open look. Good on the bucket. Melton's got 4 this quarter.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Pass to Tate. Out to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. He takes it in. The shot that time not on target. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Blocking foul on Kevin Porter Jr. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Melton. Here's Niang. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Harris hits the three-point bomb.
Kevin Porter Jr.
And that's now 10 points for Tobias Harris.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Both teams will make substitutions. And that one misses.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Chalk up 2 there. Marjanovic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. It can't happen.
And the jam by Harden.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
No good on the second free throw. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Smith on the wing. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Harden way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Embiid with the steal. Pass to Reed. Now Thibault. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now a timeout called by Houston. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Houston making a switch. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. And the jam by Harden.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the court, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
To the middle. Embiid with the steal. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Can they get it? Here's Şengün. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Rockets trailed by 18. Martin for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Pass to Christopher. Harden outside. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Harden's got 32 points.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Another three for Philadelphia.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play.